Breaking news. It's Friday night, and we're watching a police pursuit, a reminder of just how bad rush hour traffic is on a Friday night, as right now we're on the 405 freeway near the 101. We know what traffic is like there. So we understand that this started off apparently with a shoplifting in Camarillo. So that's why Ventura County Sheriff's Department took the lead on this whole thing. And also reports that the driver of this yellow Mustang rammed a Ventura County Sheriff's Department vehicle. So we're a long ways away from the outlet malls and Target and all the rest of it that's out in Camarillo. Now on the west side of Los Angeles, the Sepulveda Pass, looks like, or near there, 405 and Long Beach, Palms area, as we're now trying to make his or her way through traffic, which is tough at this hour, Christine.
Well, that is a car that you really can't miss, that yellow Mustang there. Obviously, that driver, look at the maneuvers there to get away from law enforcement in this busy rush hour traffic. That's got to be very concerning for law enforcement when you see someone willing to drive like this. Also, keeping in mind that driver is accused of ramming a Sheriff's Department vehicle. That is a very bold move as well. So for law enforcement, I think they have their radar on in a whole different way. We have incidents like that.
We had Tyrese in the building earlier today on Good Day LA Plus in the 11 a.m. hour, and this feels a little Fast and Furious kind of thing when we see a car that loud making these kinds of maneuvers. You know, and you hope that somebody innocent doesn't get hit. Clearly, this person is pretty aggressive. There are different degrees when we see these pursuits of people just sort of staying in traffic and waiting it out. And this person is being way more ambitious than that, driving in areas that people are not supposed to drive in and trying to weave his or her way through this traffic on this Friday night. 405 now near the Venice Boulevard exit in the Palms area. Mar Vista neighborhood, and this person driving southbound towards LAX.
You know, I'm thinking, Alex, at this hour we're always on the news, but having been on the streets at this hour at other times, it is bumper to bumper going southbound for a long ways. Everybody heading back down south to the beach communities, to Orange County. It's a Friday night.
To the airport?
To the airport, yeah. So this driver is likely to encounter this kind of traffic for many, many miles. Now, will this driver exit, or are they just using that as a free way to, you know, get around traffic at a high rate of speed there? But you mentioned the kind of car. We haven't heard that it's stolen in any way, so wondering if it is indeed stolen, or this is the person's car and they're willing to just go for this joyride, and knowing they're very, very visible.
And as we know, traffic at this time is not particularly great on side streets either. So even if you were to get off or go on to the 90 and head to the marina, or go on the side streets of Culver City or wherever around here, there's not a lot of places to go that would give you a wide open road. Although this person making some good time here, driving on the side and getting around a lot of this rush hour traffic.
You know, we've talked about drivers who do kind of like crazy moves to get away as people who might have been in the custody of law enforcement at some point in time, or they know these pursuits well, or they don't want to go to jail again. Tim Lynn is joining us. He is our police expert. You've seen a lot of these pursuits. What do you make of this one?
To the 90 maybe?
Well, I call this the coarse knowledge. Coming up on the 91 here south on the 405. There's folks that on these pursuits that when they get away, especially the criminals that are doing things like the organized theft, retail theft that these folks are wanted for. They have more of an incentive to get away, and they're part of another larger group, so they don't want to get caught more than your joyrider who steals a car and drives around this neighborhood showboating. So they got a very powerful vehicle here that's able to keep up speeds and maneuver, as well as now using that right shoulder to get by all that stopped traffic on the 405, which at this time of the night usually is almost at a dead stop as you come up to that 90. So working its way through the south end of Culver City here. This will take them down. If they continue on the 405, it'll take them down towards the LAX airspace, so it may be a problem for Skyfox to get in there, as well as you can see the weather acting up here. But right now, all law enforcement can do here is keep the air unit overhead keep track of this, and then keep the ground units available of where he's at, so the units in the different jurisdictions as they go through. Man, getting this a pretty heavy overcast there, working his way along, but they'll keep the local law enforcement agencies informed of the location, to where if he gets off the freeway, goes to foot, they're able to set up a perimeter pretty quick. But this driver really using the gore points and the shoulders to get around this traffic and keep up the speeds. But I haven't seen one black and white anywhere near him at this point, and that's not unusual for the speed and the manner in which this person is driving.
Yeah, although they do have helicopters up in the air in addition to our helicopters that are keeping an eye on this person. Yeah, if you're looking at this weather pattern and you're watching us right now from, say, Riverside or part of the San Fernando Valley, Woodland Hills, and you're like, what is that? The west side has really been socked in recent days, and we see this thick marine layer, especially at times like this in areas like Westchester. We've seen it from our LAX cam as we get near LAX now, and that makes it more challenging for the helicopter to even keep an eye on this person. And you see how thick these clouds are. So now we're getting real close to the LAX area, probably near Howard Hughes here, and we'll see if the driver continues to stay on the freeway or decides to get off.
Yeah, La Tierra is the edge of the surface area for LAX, so the Fox helicopter will not be able to go past that point.